Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to what has been the most amazing nights for the ANZ Spring off-season competitive matches. My name is Nigeria and cousin last name is Blank. We do have a winner, and that is Carlton. Congratulations, buddy. You've got yourself a free Orphea with all the skins. I'm very envious of you, but you know what? I can't take it off you. Damn it. But without further ado, we're already hopping straight into pick and ban phase. This is Tomb of the Spider Queen. This is game number 3. We did not expect multiple units to drop a game because they've just been such a tear lately. But you know what? Nobody have done it. That's right. Nobody. That no one exists. It's a ghost of our figment of our imaginations. But they've done it anyway, and they have made them bleed. Now they're going to take it seriously. Hopefully, take the win off of them, and that would be big.
Yep. The first time a game has been dropped by multiple units. I didn't expect to see it, but here we go. What are we going to do?
Well, already right off the bat, you're seeing, I guess, Genji and Maya being banned away because, you know, I think multiple units, yeah, they're all full of fun. And that's the truth. Everyone who comes here, they want to have fun. They want to play well. But deep down, when you're a high caliber player, you want to win. And I don't think having your perfect record tarnished over one game can be a bit, salty feeling. So already right off the bat, they're banning Genji, they're banning Maev. They want to take it seriously. And Zul is going to be the first lock-in by nobody.
Is that Tank Zul? Is that Tank Zul? Is that what we're seeing here?
I feel like we just, you know what would help? We just need to see if they're going to lock in Morales. And, you got the confirmation.
Well, we won't see that just yet because it is multiple units' turn to pick. We've already seen Genji, Maev, Samuro, and Ragnaros banned. Zultank first up, and Diablo and Orphea has been picked up on the side of multiple units. Now we can find out whether or not that Morales is going in.
That's going to definitely fall into Orphea's hands. And it's interesting because, like, Mal'Ganis was free, and they didn't pick it. So multiple units definitely want... They're having a more serious approach. I think they really do want to win this, and I don't blame them. I'm in the kind of same boat as them. If I would dropping a game, I would definitely want to win. And in response, they get Junkrat. He is great at controlling the hand-in points from his distance and just becoming a nuisance. And Malthael, I like because it really deals with that Diablo being a high health target. It's just free damage all around.
Yep, Malthael does great solo laning. So does Zul. So does Junkrat. I'm really not sure where nobody are going with this. We've got a ban on the Garrosh. I don't even know if that was even on nobody's minds, but we've got a ban on the Garrosh from the side of multiple units. I'm looking to see some amazing combos come out from the Diablo Orphea here. I'd love to see Deck it again with that Stay a While and Listen, with the into the APOC, into the Eternal Feast, just pump out some damage right there in that team fight. And just a big wombo combo, But yeah, it's yet to be seen. Who is the ban? Tarunda is the ban from nobody.
They do have the choice of picking Deckard Cain, being the fact that it's now multiple units pick, and that would work. If they want to, they could also opt in for Hanzo for that Dragon Strike engage, followed by, and that's just a chain ultimates going one after the other, which still works as well. And, well, they've got Hanzo, but instead looking for the Rhaegar for that slow sustain as well.
Fair enough. I'm trying to work out who's going to be the solo laner right now, because it doesn't look like they picked one up. There you go. Your confirmation is had. The Morales for the Zul tank is there. And we've got a boatload of damage coming out of nobody right now. Junkrat, Zul, Malthael, and Gul'dan backed up by Morales. That's some decent sustain there. I'm guessing that it's going to be... it'll be Moops on the Morales. Pretty sure it was Moops on the Morales in the Raxus holdout game again, as well, against the people you hate. And what are multiple units going to pull out for their bag of tricks?
They need another frontliner, and they're going to secure that Mal'Ganis. So it works if you can get the chain CC to at least allow the rest of multiple units to kind of pop off. But nobody, like you mentioned, on that Morales, and it was firstly. It was firstly, but instead now
Yeah,
on Zor.
I think you might have been
Admit
breaking a
everyone
bit
that they
there
have
on
big
the
quirks.
video stream. Your
I
face
wonder,
is
like, can
very
they
stunned. You're very
was
still. I
able
like
to
it.
take the right to up, and I feel
Stationary right now. You're very good at being a statue. But I'm not too sure whether it's just the video that's buffering up or whether it is the audio. Oh, there he is. It's all back to normal now. So
thank you.
please repeat what you said just before about the teams. Can you hear me, George? George? I think I've lost him. He can't hear me. He might need to restart his Discord again, but that's all right. We're looking at these two teams, and I want to know from you guys who's going to win this one. It's game number 3 of this best of 3 series. We've taken it all the way. We've made the gods bleed. Who is going to be taking game number 3? Is it going to be multiple units? Is it going to be nobody? What do you think, George? I guess we'll find out when he gets back with us. He's been moving around a little bit, so I thought he might have been back, but I don't know if he can hear me or not. Has he restarted his Discord? Who knows? I don't know. Oh, okay. He's just restarting his Discord now. That's not a problem. He'll be back in just a moment, but we should be in the game very, very soon. I'm hoping that his game is going to be okay because I'm following him. But if not, we can always just follow another player. That's not a problem as well. You know what? Let's follow Hanzo for a bit, hey? I think that's a great idea. We're going to follow Hanzo. And into the game we go. On the blue team, we have Coffee on the Hanzo, Jesmez on Rhaegar, Zillions on Mal'Ganis, and Magic Gnome on Diablo. Ultivian's playing Orphea yet again. And on the enemy side, we have Coffee playing Hanzo. I've already said that. We've got Caladrius on Gul'dan, firstly on Malthael, Moops playing Morales, S Super Dragon Balls X on Junkrat, and Konya is on that Zul. And following one hero, we can't see what everyone else is doing, so I'm just going to go out and I'm going to follow myself right now, if I can. If it'll let me. It should let me. I can do this, guys. But right now, we're just following whatever they are doing. A lot of damage coming out straight away. Ultivian's getting some damage, but at the same time, he's taking a lot of damage too. So hopefully, he's not going to die, but he's... Oh, big dive in from Magic Gnome there. It looks like we have George back, but we haven't got his audio yet, so we'll just keep talking. And I don't know how this is going to work out with the Zul pickup. Yes, he's got a lot of wave clear. Yes, he's got a lot of damage, but as a solo tank Zul, I don't see that coming. Rotations are good between both teams. They're just doing a lot of work in these top 2 lanes. In the bottom lane, we have a Mal'Ganis versus a... That's his name, Malthael. He's currently winning that trade-off in the bottom lane there. In the mid lane, we've got a little bit of a skirmish happening yet again, with Konya doing a lot of work on that Zul. Xylion's coming in with a sleep, got a sleep on the Zul. Zul's been put out of position. All 4 members collapse onto Konya. And Konya is still surviving. Moob's getting some serious heals out there. Firstly, he's rotated up to give him a hand and getting a lot of damage onto ulti, but he does not die. No one dies. It is a 0 for 0 trade. A lot of damage has been traded out, but no one has died yet. Don't mind me, guys. I'm just attempting to get vision back on both sides so I can see everything, but it's not letting me. I'll figure it out in a moment. But in the meantime, we have 12 coins handed in on this, or 12 gems, sorry, handed in on the side of nobody, while multiple units have just gotten a dead with notification text hero kill. That is Hanzo going down to a amazing damage output by the Gul'dan as they attempt to hand in. Konya's handing in 20 of his gems right now. A lot of work being done by the boys on Nobody. Are they actually going to be able to take this game? In the meantime, Malthiel's working on this bottom camp here. Getting a lot of damage on this camp, getting it done by himself. Where are the boys in blue? Mal'Ganis is coming in. Looks like he's coming for an invade on this camp. And will he get it? I don't know. We'll find out soon. He's fighting with Xylians. He's sleeping Xylians. And we've got a 1v1 down the bottom here. It's going to be a 4v1 in a second. Down goes the Malthiel. And the camp goes over to the blue team. The rest of the 4-man in the Nobody crew are rotating between top and mid, and they're just getting the soak up, getting the minions, and a lot of gems on the side of multiple units here at the moment. There's 49 gems in hand with multiple units, only 15 in the hands of Nobody, but at the same time, Nobody have already handed in 32 of their gems. Oh, we've got a hand in from Ulti here, so 25 gems have now been handed in. A bit of a skirmish. It looks like Magic Gnome's taking a little bit of damage. He's being rooted in that top lane by the Zul. Big concussion might knock him over, but he is going to dive to safety, knocking Konya into their towers, manage to walk away. He hasn't got all the souls yet, but he's doing some work. Hand-ins are happening right now. A lot of poke coming out from the Junkrat with those AAs. He can pop out. Sorry, not AAs. His Qs. His little cube things. I can't remember what they're called. The little bombs. But yeah, he's popping out his grenades and doing some damage with them to interrupt the hand-in. Talents have been picked up level 7 on both sides here. So level-wise, they are both equal levels. XP, neither of them are advantaged. They're both 1 kill for 1. It's a very even trade. It's just pretty much who's going to get the first turn in. SDBX on the Junkrat is doing his best to get the turn in here, but it doesn't look like it's going very, very well for him.
But is it going very, very good for me? Is the question.
That is a very good question. Can we hear you, George?
Yes, I can hear. I hear you. Can you hear me? I think it's all good now.
Yes.
But I didn't miss out only 5 minutes. I mean, it's not that bad. 1 kill each. The turn-in has begun. It's going to be the blue side securing themselves the first web weave of base of multiple units. Don't apply much pressure, but here go moves, gets engaged on. There's Diablo flip. They're doing quite a lot of damage, but the Zul tank is working. Jesmez is all taken so damn low, and the rest of cavalry is here to assist them. Actually, no, it was the wrong way. Sorry, my bad. It is actually that Nobody secured the first web weavers.
Yes.
There you go.
Sorry, you're watching off VMix, aren't you? You're not in the game yet.
No, I'm not. I'm watching on VMix.
I'm trying to follow you because I'm trying to do it on my mouse and it won't let me unselect one hero. So I'm just switching between the two of them. In the meantime, 2 kills. I'm just going to do it this way because it's easier to understand. 2 kills going by the way of multiple units. So they're getting a pick on... no, not 2 kills, just 1. Gul'dan goes down. But he's back up soon. And yeah, there we go. Now you can sort of... That's probably a bit easier to work out. Even though you can only see what's happening on their side.
It's okay. I mean, like I could tell quite a bit. It's all good and dandy until the reconnection has begun. But there is enough hand-in for the side of multiple units, and it's sort of hanging around. The top 4 has fallen in the side of towards Nobody, so they secured that, get themselves a nice little XP, small smidgen of a lead, hoping to get level 10 for a big fight, but the hand-ins are started. They're trying to interrupt Malthiel, interrupting them, but they're going in. Zillions gets flipped over, he gets taken solo, he's going to fall, now Coffee's going to be the next target. They're trying to change up onto him, but that's going to be level 10, picked up by the side of Nobody. They're pushing, they're clawing, they're getting killed, they're doing damage. It's Riptide on towards Magic Gnome, and Diablo's falling, but he's still living at the same time. How is this even possible? He will fall eventually, and has 23 gems on his side, as well as Last Rite secured on top of the damage there, and that is going to be big. And decide, you know what? Let's whoop all the way back towards the boss with the medvac transportation.
Yeah, a lot of damage coming out from both sides of the teams, but most of that damage coming out from Nobody, who had secured their 10s beautiful Horrify coming out. Holy moly, here we go. This is going to be a massive invade coming from the boys in multiple units. They didn't want any of that team fight damage. They're going, you know what? You want to do that? We can do that too. And they've taken over this boss fight. And potentially, they're just going to steal it away.
Which they do, and it's a great success for them in their regard. They're going to secure that top boss, and it's going to apply a lot of pressure up and towards the top. And guess what? They do have enough for a hand in as well if they really want to. So that's going to be quite a big push for themselves structurally as well as for the experience gain. They're full level, almost 3/4 of a level lead, still going up and up, but they're going to have to apply a lot of pressure. They could even potentially threaten 4 peeps at this point.
Yeah, boss pushing down the top lane. Web Weavers have been handed in. And there's a lot of value that can be had by doing both of these at the same time, because it forces your team, or the enemy team, to respond to that boss in the top lane at the same time as having to deal with the Web Weavers in every other lane. So your team can just group up in one of the lanes and push, while they have to commit multiple heroes to that one lane.
And here we go. In fact, they find themselves a Moopsie, get the kill onto him, but now Magic Note gets forced away with that landmine. Taken quite low, and there's firstly also Riptide to try and do something. Firstly, in fact, falls to the Gul'dan. Tick. So he's down, that's the main tank. Zillions is going to be the next frontliner, but can they get secure? And there's also going to be the stun by the ulti on Rufus, securing that kill onto Caladrius. But in the backline, Konya gets on the Rhaegar. That's 2 for 1 in exchange in favor of the side of nobody. In fact, they're still fighting. Ulti is so damn low. Konya is trying to tank as much as he can with that tank. Zul as firstly secures another kill onto ulti, but he will fall in the back. No! Yes! He does! Zillion secures that kill, gets a sleep, and the whoop whoop out of here.
Very close team fight with multiple units just picking up level 13. And a lot of gems still on the side of multiple units. So they have 50 gems. 41 on Zaliance and 9 of them on Coffee. Not as many on the side of the boys in red. Over in nobody. But Caladrius getting picked in that team fight took out a lot of their value right there.
And now that they do have themselves level 13 talent, they could go for it, even talented for that fight and whatnot. But, oh, hello. I'm back. Yes, let's do this. Alright,
yes.
So they got the Dragon Strike tapping, gets the engage on towards the moves as Magic Knight follows it up, gets a flip onto it. They're going to drop him right back. No, the bed back comes in the last second. Can he get away? No, he doesn't. They're able to blow up a lot of damage onto it. Meanwhile, Magic Knight is dealing with Caladrius. He's sustaining last rites. Unfortunately, it was a bit too late because there was ancestral healing getting back towards the nice high health to keep him up alive. And it's going to be a 1 pick off, giving themselves a level 14 as well as enough for the hand in, which is what they're doing. So they get themselves a blue Web Weavers, and multiple units are going to apply pressure to get as much structures as possible to further put them into the lead.
That is a massive turn of events. Blue Web Weavers have been picked up. Sleeping Caladrius. Is there a fear available? I don't think it is. He's going to fall. Orphea's got her awesome jaws out, snapping him to pieces. Konya falls on that Zul. And now all that's left is firstly SBDX, DBX, Super Dragon Ball X, who cares, and Moops on the side of the red team. Firstly is trying to survive. Moops is asleep, so no heals coming out for you, my friend. Big Dragon's Arrow coming in on the side of Hanzo. Oh, big push coming in from the side of multiple units.
And if anything, if they secure these structures, they could potentially get level 16, which is what they want, and they can continue to push their advantage. Even threaten that keep, they get themselves the keep fountain. Magino gets in the cage, it's onto Moves. Moves gets chain CC stun up, but they'll also force the Riptide back away. Lightning Breath is also used, but Magino taking a bit of damage. You have to be very careful. In fact, he falls to the landmine combo, gets him. That's down. That's Diablo stacks all the way back in towards the trash bin. As all the Web Weavers are applying pressure across the board, but a great defense keeps their keep alive, and their hopes alive as well, as nobody trying to claw back and take a game off them for the win. But so far, multiple units have come back from that loss in the previous game.
Yeah, it's big comeback on that fight. They defended really well. It looked almost like end game for multiple units, and looked like they were going to push in that advantage, get that keep, and if they got another pick, it could have been end of this series, taking game number 3. But that was not to be had. Instead, we have a massive defense coming out from the boys in Nobody. The boys in red, they're pushing hard at trying to get back in this game. They need to soak 16. There are no gems left on the side of multiple units to be handed in, so nothing really to be concerned about by web weavers, at least. Boss is available, though, and they do have a level 16 advantage, so they go to do it. Is the invade coming the other way? Who knows? Let's find out.
Hanzo does a lot of damage, and it's already dropping down to below half health. They're a bit slow on the rotation, but here they are around if anything does happen, but that boss is falling. It's dropping really, really quick. Moose is able to scout it out. They are aware what's happening, but it's a little bit too late. Then, if anything, they need to at least get a kill to make it even, to deny any pressure. That's what they're doing. Zillion's down to half health. He has Dark Conversion ready. He's popped it on towards Caladric, so he's back to nearly full health. There's Crushing Jaw, stuns 2. Dragon Strike lands on another 2, followed by Zillion's Dark Blinding Rage. He's blind as a bat, but he's getting multiple stuns onto multiple people. And they secure this boss, and it's applying pressure. They're going to jump on towards Konya. Now Konya's going to fall. Medvac used to try and keep him alive, but it's not going to work. That is the tank Zul down. But can they get anything? It's all up to the rest of Nobody as the defense is up. Valiance goes in firstly, trying something. They got the boss on towards the keep. It's doing damage, but they're going to back away. Smart play, because they don't want to risk it, because level 16 talent have been picked up by the side of Nobody.
Yep. Don't know what else I could have said there. That's pretty much sums the whole thing up. It was a massive push. The boss was taken. They didn't have the level 16 talent, so they couldn't really invade. They couldn't really do anything in that circumstance. And it was pretty much, you either go all in and risk costing yourself the game, or you back up like they did, secure, like, stay alive for the most part, and just defend the boss. There was no web weavers to contest with. It looks like they're going in for another invade, though.
And they're getting the engage. Dragon Strike comes in for the double stun. Now Zillions is popped blind as a bat. He's going in. He's going deep, but he has to be careful. Decides to back away. Not going to continue with that engage, as the rest of the team weren't there. Magic Man was actually taken down to below half health, so he was not able to at least assist them. But a good play for Nobody. Keep themselves alive, not throwing anything, clearing out this middle night camp as well. Or, I don't know what you call them. They don't look like knights, really. They look like Arabian soldiers of some sorts. Egyptian soldiers.
Yeah, what do they call, like the, I don't even know what you'd call them. They're bruisers. That's the bruiser camp, or AKA the hard camp. Let's just stick with that.
You know, it's a bit of a shame being like Middle Eastern myself. I don't even actually have the name for it. I just let down my culture. I feel pretty bad. But, oh well. It's okay, I'll make it up another time. This is going to be, so far, 19 to 17 to have a full level and a half advantage in terms of XP. If they want to fight, it's do or die, and this is what's happening. Konya senses this. He wants to push up, but meanwhile in the backline, Zillions has made his way quite deep. Konya, oh, he's really, really deep. He's actually going to fall. The rest of his team did not get the memo that they were engaging. In fact, they just decided to back away. Dragon Strike was popped, and that is going to deter any engage. You know, Zillions pops blind as a bat. He finds himself a short. Firstly, he's trying to catch the medvac, but it's going to get interrupted, gets blown up, and this could be it for the rest of Nobody. Zillions is low, but he's got Dark Conversion. He pops on the Caladric. Just look at the turnaround damage he does. Oh, wow. Firstly is also going to fall as well, and that's going to be 4 for none exchange with the top keep available for the pickings and level 20 talents.
Well, they've got enough gems to hand in now. It looks like they're doing that. They're going to hand in their gems. They're going to push in that top lane. As you can see, they already started making their way down. They're going to get this clear as much as possible. They know that their top keep is going to probably fall, and there's not really much that Nobody can do about it at this point. 3 levels down, 10 kills down, 4 structures down. Oh, 3 structures down. Never mind. But yeah, basically they're going to lose a keep now, and that's probably going to be game. They still have one last ditch attempt at defense on this one, though.
Yep, 3 seconds, and here goes Zul. He's trying to take up as much as he can. He gets sustained by the Morales, keeping up alive. Meanwhile, Konya, actually, no, that was SDX. So Konya, he's still tanking their fourth move time. In fact, Magic Moment is so low. Ancestral Healing's popped up. There's the last twice as well. He's taking so damn low. Blinders the Basilius. He's stunning left, right, center on top of the Lightning Breath. But they lose a Diablo. Meanwhile, Ulti is going to get rooted by the Zul. He defenses going to be next. He does version. We pops it onto his SDBX, turning around for health. But a defense nonetheless in the favor of nobody. They keep it alive. Their core takes no damage whatsoever. Only losing the bottom keep. And potentially the top keep as well. If it gets interrupted, can Konya save it? It's ticking! It's ticking!
Oh.
5 health. 5 health. My goodness.
With all of that, they managed to defend a full Web Weaver 20 versus 17 fight, and it looks like they're going for a boss play.
Desperation play right now.
This is a desperation play if I ever saw one, yeah.
20 seconds until ulti's back up. Diablo has no stacks. They need to get this, and they're going to be careful about this because guess who's coming? There's Zaliance. There's also Diablo. Firstly, is doing his best he can to deny. Zaliance pops blindness about. He's trying. But firstly, he's trying to get onto Jesmez if he can. He does. Where's the last right to shield? He's still alive. They're not dropping anyone. Meanwhile, Zaliance is in the backline causing havoc and disruption. They do not get any kills. Ulti is back up alive, and this is forcing nobody back away. They can't do this. They are still behind on Storm Palantirs as the bottom camp is pushing to apply pressure in the bottom lane.
Well, the good thing is that while they're soaking this bottom lane, they will get 20. The other good thing was, I was going to say that because they didn't die on that, they didn't give up a free boss by throwing. But with the amount of damage that Copy's putting out on that Hanzo, it looks like it is going to be GG. There's nothing they can do. They're not going to even get there before the boss comes. This is literally it. The throw pit of all throw pits. We're medevacing 5 people into the boss, onto the stun. We've lost 3 already. There's nothing left for them. The boss is pushing down. They got a kill on the Rhaegar though, and it's just firstly 1v4. It's not going to last much longer as the boss pushes down that top lane. The bottom has already started putting catapults on the core. They've got giants. They've got catapults. They've got a boss. There is nothing that nobody can do right now. It looks like it's over, George. Game 3. Who wins?
Multiple units take off game 3, and they finally close up the series 2-1. They're still the unstoppable team that we've come to know and love over the past 3 weeks in the spring off season. But damn, did they put up a fight that is nobody. Taking a game which is a first in 3 weeks out of what 9 matches, I believe. They played 2 matches per night, 3. So, yeah, 9 matches. They've dropped 1 map.
Yep.
So that's a big, I guess, statistical number that nobody can walk away happy to be the first team to ever do so.
Yes. Nobody can walk away happy.
Exactly.
I can walk away happy knowing that we don't have to come back tomorrow night, unfortunately. I mean, it's good and it's bad. It's good because we got to see it all tonight and we can all have a night off. It's bad because we don't have any Heroes of the Storm for you tomorrow night, but we do next week. Because next week we have another week of the ANZ Heroes of the Storm GameStar Spring Series coming at you 7:30 AEDT. I will get registrations open as soon as I can, probably tomorrow because I'm really tired now.
I don't blame you. It's literally 11:45 AEDT. So. But, ladies and gentlemen, if you did enjoy tonight's performances and you want to get in on the action, you know what? Call a bunch of your friends, form up a team, hop in. Doesn't matter if you take on a good team or a bad team. It's just all for the funs and the lulz. And you know what? If you end up liking it, just like what we've got a bunch of new teams doing this one, you can sign up for the Open Division next year and then hopefully try and see if you make yourself pro. But this is us signing off tonight. My name is Nigeria, and Blank, you've been an amazing co-caster with me. We'll see you all next Tuesday night, 7:30 ADT on this Twitch channel.